but rather at a London hospital.
Even though Meghan had let it be known she wanted a home birth, it was probably very realistic that her first child at 37, it was going to be born in hospital.
The certificate lists the private luxury port.
Congratulations. Thank you. Can I get you both to look into the camera here?
You know that feeling when your gut just knows something's off way before your eyes catch up? That sixth sense? Well, royal watchers have been living in that unease for years when it comes to Meghan Markle's pregnancies. Something about them never quite sat right. Too polished, too private, too scripted. Like every inch was stage managed. And all those whispers, the vanishing baby bump theories, media coverage that fell off, brushed aside, laughed off, until now. Because now the silence has shattered. And it's not just a whisper anymore, it's a full-on explosion. A woman known only as DL has stepped into the spotlight, and honey, she's not playing. She's claiming something so wild, so huge, it could rewrite everything we thought we knew about the Sussex kids. And before you even blink, no, she's not talking about donating eggs or surrogacy. She says she's the real birth mother of both Archie and Lilibet. Full pregnancies, full births, full-on secret, and guess what? She's not hiding anymore. She's done being erased. DL's got receipts, and not the he said, she said kind. No, real stuff. We're talking medical records, hospital bills, NDAs that would make Hollywood cry. This woman was locked in a silent box, and now she's breaking every chain.
So at the time, Archie Mountbatten Windsor was born May 6, 2019. And this was surrounded by controversy, largely to the unconventional decisions Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made.
If this turns out to be true, Meghan's entire public image, fierce, independent mom, victim of the palace, could collapse. The whole thing would unravel like cheap lace. And Harry? Oh honey, Harry smack dab in the middle of this hurricane. Because DL's claims, they don't leave room for, oops, I didn't know. Either Harry knew or he was duped. And both are a disaster. One is betrayal, the other, national scandal. Think back, did any of Meghan's pregnancies really follow royal norms? No glam hospital steps, no press waiting outside, no Kate-style baby debut, just a low-key, odd little announcement. Like, oh yeah, Archie's here, and Harry standing in front of a stable, smiling like someone reading a cue card, not a dad freshly blessed. And Meghan showed up days later, looking slim, glowing, perfect. We all said, wow, postpartum glow. But looking back, does it make sense? Remember the infamous 2019 video? Meghan sat down and her bump folded like fabric. Like a costume. The internet giggled and moved on, but now those giggles echo with suspicion. DL says she was chosen by an elite California agency, told she'd be protected, respected, and totally anonymous. Instead, she was isolated, no friends, no family, no phone, just appointments, doctors, weight gain, delivery, and then poof, silence. She wasn't thanked, not even acknowledged, just used like a human vessel. DL claims Meghan rehearsed her public appearances with a fake bump while she was carrying the real babies behind closed doors. The whole thing? Pre-planned, like a heist. And don't forget the weird birth certificate drama. Originally, Meghan's full name was listed, then bam, replaced with Her Royal Highness. The palace blamed formatting. Meghan blamed them. But if she didn't actually give birth, that sudden fix makes legal sense. Online, things are spiraling. People are matching bump photos to timelines. Memes label every stage, full, flat, fake. And DL? She's pointing out inconsistencies too. Said she was told Meghan was 6 months along, then 2 weeks later, Meghan claimed 5. Just weird. This goes way beyond scandal now. This is about lineage, titles, royal succession. If Archie and Lilibet weren't born the way we were told, what happens to their royal status? And DL? She's not hiding anymore. She's stepping up to mics, staring into cameras. I carry those babies, she says. I won't be erased. And she's backing it up. Medical scans, pay stubs, hospital documents. Girl brought a dossier, not drama. But the Sussexes? Silent. Meghan? Silent. Harry? Spiraling. Insiders say he's lashing out, locking himself away, avoiding Meghan. One even said he feels trapped. Trapped in a story he may have helped write. Behind Montecito's gates, PR machines are melting down, lawyers are drafting statements, crisis managers are on overdrive. How do you defend parenthood when someone else has the birth records?
Quite confused. Shortly before 2 p.m. yesterday, Buckingham Palace announced that Meghan had gone into labour. Then, 40 minutes later, confirmed the baby.
DL's ready to go full legal. She wants DNA testing, sworn affidavits, testimony in court. She's not whispering, she's yelling. I want timestamps. I carried those babies. And that's where the palace goes code red. High-level meetings, emergency sessions, title discussions, constitutional contingency plans. This is the kind of chaos no one predicted, especially not from a baby scandal. Media is frothing. Newsrooms scramble to show side-by-side comparisons, birth certificates, timeline graphics, even bump animations. Everyone wants proof, even tabloids that once adored Meghan. They're switching sides. Her fans feel confused, betrayed. Why no denial, they ask. Why the silence? And Harry, if he speaks, it better be perfect. Defiance looks fake. Denial looks rehearsed. Silence, terrified. There's talk he's prepping a major interview, Oprah level. Or maybe a Netflix surprise. But what will he say? I believed her. I knew the truth. Fake news. No one knows yet. But the world's watching. If the palace can't disprove DL with solid evidence, this story might swallow the monarchy whole. And Meghan and Harry? They're standing on the edge of a cliff. And that's just the beginning. So what happens when a woman saying, I carried your babies, and the world staring down a royal family built on centuries of proper lineage? Full-blown meltdown. That's what. DL's not just talking. She's got a war chest of proof. And while she's gearing up for DNA, affidavits, and straight-up courtroom battles, the palace, they're scrambling like it's DEFCON 1. We're talking internal crisis teams, hush-hush meetings, barristers flipping through constitutional clauses at lightning speed. There's even talk of a public emergency announcement. I mean, what is going on? The palace reportedly has a strategy locked and loaded. They've got everything from hospital records, doctor's statements, time-stamped security logs to, wait for it, thermal camera footage of Meghan allegedly in the hospital giving birth. You can't make this up. They're ready to drop a dossier so hard it'll flatten every conspiracy in a single hit. But there's a problem. If they move too soon, it reeks of panic. Too late, DL's narrative goes global. They're walking a PR tightrope with no net beneath. Meanwhile, Meghan's team is collapsing under the pressure. Her PR reps are freaking out behind the scenes. She's supposedly writing a raw, unscripted, emotional statement, one meant to shut the world up with, I birthed my babies, I love my babies, I'm not hiding anything. But here's the tea. If you have to say you're not hiding something, are you really not? Harry, he's reportedly writing his own piece focused more on trust than biology. I believe in my children, he's planning to say. But again, why use the word believe? People are already side-eyeing the semantics. And the palace, oh, they're sharpening knives. PR teams are preparing knife drops, legal explainers, and expert commentary like it's Brexit all over again. Even the BBC and The Guardian have allegedly been tipped off that something big is coming within 48 hours.
Was born at home at Frogmore Cottage in Windsor, or whether he was indeed born at the Portland.
That dossier drop, it could include hospital admission bans, doctor's logs, high-res photos, and official OBGYN reports. All clean, all clinical, all meant to shut down every whisper with black and white proof. If it lands right, it'll be the royal family's mic drop moment of the century. But if it looks forced, or edited, or incomplete, boom, instant conspiracy fuel. Meghan and Harry have gone from deny everything to maybe we'll slowly show some things. Insiders say Meghan's canceled a major postpartum charity event quietly, without explanation. That's not normal for her. That's fear. And Harry, ghost town. No photos, no sightings, not a single comment, just gone. And that kind of silence from a man who once screamed, "Fight me," into a camera, that silence speaks volumes. And just when you think it can't get worse, DL drops the real bombshell. She claims she's never even met the kids. Yeah. She says that after she gave birth, the babies were immediately whisked away. No touch, no look, no goodbye. In any normal world, that's kidnapping level accusation. Now, we're not just talking about family secrets or image, we're talking criminal implications, allegedly within royal walls. The Sussex team is desperate. Rumors say they're gathering every crumb of look we're a family content they can find. Home videos, photos, voice memos, bedtime recordings, anything that shows Meghan and Harry with their children. The royal legal war machine activates now. It's all chess moves and legal footwork. The palace quietly reaches out again, this time with an offer to DL's legal team. Submit confidential documents to an accredited verification court. Not public, not tabloids, just truth. DL's team is torn. If they decline, it looks like fear. If they accept and everything checks out, boom, game over. At the same time, Harry's lawyers are drafting something more emotional than legal. A sworn affidavit, a personal declaration. I know who my children are. They are ours. But legal experts are warning him. Belief isn't proof. In court, sentiment gets shredded. I believe is weak. It opens the door to, you didn't know for sure? And Meghan? She's trying to stay composed, but sources say her team is exhausted. Emotional meetings, shouting, Meghan reportedly sobbing, saying, I taught them to be real, and now people ask if they're even ours. The walls are closing in. And then Netflix hits pause. Netflix dropped a bomb too. A spokesperson for Sustainable Sussex, the couple's feel-good docuseries, announced a pause due to recent development. Family-centered content is under legal review. Translation? We're not risking putting footage on air that could blow up if proven false. Just like that, their narrative control slipped further away. Now hashtags are everywhere. Proof matters everything. The mask wearing, you do not see the glass threat. Thus, love is everything slabs. I'm sorry. And this story, it's dropping bricks from 10 stories up. Backdoor royal strategy and the quiet compromise inside government chambers, ministers are prepping something wild. A legal loophole clause that would let Archie and Lilibet keep their titles under a different birth circumstance note. A way to move forward without a full royal expulsion. It's quiet diplomacy. But it only works if the public can handle nuance. And right now, no one's feeling subtle. Everything's spinning fast. DL's taking more interviews. She's showing scanned NDAs with ink that screams control. She's crying on air about being erased. They took them, she says, and never even looked me in the eye. Meanwhile, palace insiders are moving pieces on a chessboard of constitutional crisis. Royal Marriages Act clauses, line of succession rewrites, title reassignments behind closed doors. No one wants a full-blown Windsor war, but no one's blinking either. The emotional endgame, family versus blood, the final card left to play, heartstrings. Insiders say Harry and Meghan are preparing one last narrative move, a family reality campaign. No statements, no suits. Just pure, candid footage. Archie painting with watercolors. Lilibet's first time on a tricycle. The kind of moments that say, we're parents, even if the court says otherwise. Because at the end of the day, what's stronger? A DNA result or a bedtime story? But here's the twist. The more they show, the more people analyze. Every hug gets paused. Every laugh slowed down. Is that really him? Where's the scar from the hospital? Why no baby photos in the early days? They're trying to humanize, but the public is in full detective mode. And then, a sign of shift. A royal advisor leaks that the palace may not go nuclear with evidence. Instead, they'll offer DL a private settlement, recognition without exposure. A way to protect everyone, the monarchy, the Sussex kids, and yes, DL too. If she accepts, this ends quietly. If she refuses, oh honey, the fallout will shake thrones. The final moment, winds of Windsor, and so it builds. One final moment, Harry is rumored to be preparing a live statement. A Windsor backdrop, maybe even the terrace. Alone, candid, emotional, he's going to look into the camera and speak to us, the public, the critics, the believers. Something like, these children are my heart, my family. I will not allow love to be erased by documents. I know what I've built with Meghan, and I know who my children are. It might land as the most powerful truth ever told, or it might be the final note in a legacy rewritten by scandal. Because in the end, what defines family? A certificate? A scar? A smile? For Harry and Meghan, that question isn't just personal, it's historical. And the world? It's still watching.